All right, we're live. So let some people join. So it's Thursday afternoon, like 2 p.m., 2-ish. I'm at a place called The Vine. Hey, buddy. There's a dog here. This dog just came over and licked me. So I'm at a place called The Vine. They're having a special deal on a burger today, and I don't know if any of you know this. In Cambodia, there's no McDonald's. There's McDonald's in Thailand, but not in Cambodia. So I haven't had McDonald's food in like 2 years. And I heard about this place where I'm at right now where they make a Big Mac, like a homemade Big Mac that's meant to be just like the McDonald's one. It's kind of pricey because it's a really nice place. But today they're having a deal on a Big Mac combo, so I thought, I've been thinking about it, so today was the day to go because it's on sale. I just sat down, I'll show you. It's a nice atmosphere. Greetings. And the deal is a Big Mac, and it looks big in the picture. And you get a drink and fries, and it's $9, which is, in Cambodia terms, that's pretty expensive, but I want to bring you guys the good content. Now you know where you can get a Big Mac if you're getting one of those McDonald's cravings in Cambodia, because there's no McDonald's here. Hopefully it's big and filling and like really worth the money. Oh, that's great. Free Rider. Are you planning to teach? Free Rider says he's hoping to come next year. And my videos have been a big help for him or her. If you're interested in teaching, or you already have a TEFL and you wonder how you can get a job, leave a comment and I can give you a link to like some help on all that stuff. You could follow in my footsteps. Okay, Free Rider, you're hoping to teach. Do you have a TEFL or TESOL certificate? Or do you need to get one? The TESOL program I took is like the best, and they line you up with a job afterwards. It's government accredited. Yeah, and the one I'm talking about, it takes place in Cambodia. Free Rider, he's saying they plan to take it in Cambodia. So there's a company called AVSE, and that's the one I took. Check them out, and if you end up going for it, mention Tom Trips Out, mention I referred you. It really helps support the channel. They'll give me a referral for that. But it's the only one around that's like government accredited. They line you up with a job afterwards. It's a really strong certificate. And if you're watching too and you already have a TEFL but you just want the job part, they have the same school. They have a separate program for if you already have a TESOL, you can sign up for their job assistance. And it's a couple of weeks where they give you practice in real classrooms. You go to actual schools and take over a classroom for an hour. And you do that a whole bunch of times at different age levels, and then that's also part of the main course. But if you do the job assistance one, it's just that. And then you observe some teachers, and then they line you up with a job placement. Yeah, AVSE. And pretty much all my other videos I put a link to it, but just because I just started this live, there's no link in this description. But you could go to any other of my recent videos and look in the description. You could click on a link, or you could message me on Instagram. This goes to anybody. I have a Tom Trips Out on Instagram, and you could message me one-on-one. if you need advice about teaching or coming here. Anyway, I didn't want this video to be all about that, but it's good to mention. That's the main reason why people are out here searching for Cambodia stuff on YouTube. Yeah. So Israel means asking, have I had a chance to consider doing a Canadian episode of Tom Trips Out? And yeah, I will for sure when I go there. I'm leaving in like 3 weeks to go visit home. I'm probably going to bank some videos so that while I'm in Canada, there's still Cambodia ones posting like once a week. I'm only going for 3 weeks, so I just have to make like 3 extra videos. But also while I'm in Canada, I could make a video or especially do a live, right? It doesn't take, there's no editing work and all the other stuff. If you just do a live stream like this, you just put it on. So I could definitely do a bunch of lives and maybe 1 or 2. I'm from Toronto too, and on the way to Toronto, when I go home, I'm stopping in Vancouver for 24 hours, so I could make a video there. I have a friend I'm gonna meet up with there, and then the next day I continue on and go to Toronto. So yeah, there'll be a handful of videos in Canada for sure. It's only got 2 people. I guess people will watch it later. So yeah, I've ordered the food. I'm waiting for it to come. It's like a Big Mac combo, but homemade from a bar called The Vine. And in Cambodia, there's no McDonald's, so that's why this is sort of a novelty. There's a place you can come and get, I've heard it tastes exactly like a Big Mac, or hopefully it's better because it's not some teenager at a fast food place just slapping it together. It's a real restaurant where they're cooking it here, so it should be, hopefully it should be the same or better than a real Big Mac. Look for some Khmer restaurants in Canada. That's a good idea. Maybe Toronto might have that. I could try it and see what my opinion is if it's the same as here. And then also tonight, which is what is it, June 30th. That's what today's date is. Tonight I'm playing at Oscars on the Corner with Ali G and the Keelas. Oh wow, looks great. So the food just came. So if you're watching this and you're in Phnom Penh, come out tonight at 10:30 at Oscars on the Corner. I'm playing with Ali G and the Keelas. It's like a heavy rock band, and you bought like rock covers or even songs that aren't rock songs. We will cover them in a rock way. And then tomorrow night, July 1st, that's Saturday night, I'm playing at the Deck, and that's in a different band. I play in 3 bands here, so tonight's the Keelas, tomorrow's the Visa Runners at the Deck. So if you're in Phnom Penh and you're happen to see this, come out and join me. So let me show you this Big Mac here. Looks pretty legit. It smells like the real thing. The fries are really fresh too. Fries are better than McDonald's for sure. Four people. Wish we had more people. We usually get like 30 in here. There's only like 4 right now. Maybe it's the time. In Toronto, it's like 3 in the morning right now. That's probably why. But I thought people in the UK, people in South Africa watch sometimes. In the UK, it's only like, what is it, like 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. now? This is the place, The Vine. They do like cocktails and drinks and food, and then see how there's scissors at the bottom there? I think it's also a hair salon, or like a hair cutting place. So you could come here Get your hair cut, have a meal, and then get drunk after. Pretoria, greetings. Jonathan says greetings from South Africa. I knew it. I was just saying that. There wasn't many people in the room. Now we got 5. And I was saying in Toronto, it's probably like 2 or 3 in the morning now. But where's all my people from UK, South Africa, India, Australia? It's probably just, it's like 9 or 10 a.m. for you guys, right? What time is it, Jonathan, where you are? I'm eating this Big Mac. The last time I did one of these lives, I like ignored my food the whole time because I was talking to you guys. Look at this thing. The bread feels much nicer than McDonald's, obviously. It's like a real bun. Oh man. I forgot about, I love pickles. And a Big Mac has pickles. Obviously, there's lots of pickles in here. It's really good. Oh my God. It's really good. I think it's one of those meals where if you had a table with a bunch of your friends and you all ordered it, and the food drops down, it would just be quiet. It would be quiet for like 5 minutes because everyone would just be into their burger. Like, I just got transported to outer space there. I ate that. That was amazing. Maddo, where are you, in Australia? I forget. I remember you mentioned it before, Maddo, but I forget. Yeah, it does. So Israel means asking about the Big Mac. She says, does it even have the sauce, like the Big Mac sauce, special sauce? It does, yeah. It's the same, but better, because it's not, it's fresh ingredients instead of, you know, at McDonald's it would be not, you know, fresh, real ingredients. It's going to be, a truck comes and delivers 10,000 frozen patties, right? Isn't it like that? They don't make it from scratch like this place. And it's like a real pickle sliced up, real beef made in fresh patties. And the fries were made fresh. You could tell they weren't sitting there. Everything is. And then the bread is way better than a McDonald's. McDonald's bread tastes like a styrofoam container. Like, this is real bread. Every time I'm describing this Big Mac, I'm trying not to swear because it's so good. I want to be like, it's fucking good. It's so good it makes you want to swear. Where in Phnom Penh is that restaurant? Jonathan asks. It's near the Royal Palace, kind of. It's a short walk from the Independence Monument. I walked by it. It's like 700 meters from where I live. So it's like just over a 10-minute walk. So, you know, what is it? Probably like 300, 350 meters that way is the Independence Monument. And then if you walked another 10, 15 minutes, you could hit the riverside. So it's right next to. Here's a place called Palace Lane. It's a little side alley where there's a few bars and restaurants there, and there's one called Craft, and I've done lives there. It's like a craft beer restaurant. My band played there a couple times. I'm right next to that. There's also a bar called Box Office, just down on the same street, and I did a live stream there before too, getting British food. So if you look up on Google like box office or the Vine, I forget what the street number is here, but yeah, I know. Matto says Aussie XL Cafe has good food, but it's changed management now. Yeah, I've heard it's not so good now. Israel, does Burger King exist? Yeah, it does, but it's so expensive. Like any Western chains here are really expensive, and it's the same shit quality as in America or Canada. Like a Burger King sucks, in my opinion. It sucks so much. Like there's nothing good about Burger King at all. And here you could, like, you pay the same as this, what I'm paying now probably at Burger King. You pay $7 or $8 probably for one combo. And it'll feel microwaved and like 2 weeks old. Like it just looks like a piece of crap. Like Burger King sucks, I think. And they have Domino's pizza, which is, Domino's is good. Domino's here is just exactly the same as anywhere, like same as Canada. They have KFC, they have Carl's Jr., but there's no McDonald's here. I think it has something to do with, I heard someone tell me the reason. I'll probably sound like an idiot not saying it right, but it's like someone in the royal family, or maybe the prime minister's family or something. One of them is like part owner of Burger King. So because of that, they don't allow McDonald's into the country. It's something along those lines. So this is the only way I can get a Big Mac. It's really good. This is by far the best burger that I ever had in Cambodia. There's a dog here coming around trying to get some food. Looks like a good dog. He's not really bothering anyone. Jonathan says Super Duper is a nice supermarket for Westerners in Phnom Penh. Yeah, it is. There's one close to me, sort of. I went there the other day, and it was a real pain in the butt, actually. It is nice for Westerners because it looks a lot like the supermarkets back home, but things are way more expensive. There's not a real nice place to walk. Like you end up walking on the road most of the way there, and bikes whipping by you, and I'm like covered in sweat by the time I get there. And then to end up paying way more for every single item, I ended up paying like $5 or $6 more than if you go on the food delivery apps. All of them have a section for like grocery or shops and like grocery shops and stuff like that. And there's constantly promotions and vouchers and also on those apps, you get the option of all these stores that are maybe a little bit farther away than walking distance, like maybe they're 2 kilometers away, and I wouldn't really want to walk that. So instead of just the 2 stores that are close to me, if you use an app, you'd get all these promotions and vouchers, and you have a way wider selection of places to choose from. You'd think getting something delivered to your place would end up costing more, but you could literally save so much money if you get. I'm gonna make an app. I'm gonna make a video about what all the apps you should get when you move here. But for delivery apps, I have about 6, like food and delivery apps, and I'm going between all of them, seeing who has the best deal, who has this or that. And you can literally save like $5 or like, it's not just saving 20 cents, it's saving a lot. Like, is PFK better than KFC? I don't know. I think it's cheaper by a little bit. KFC is probably a little more expensive. I find with those places it can be hit or miss. It depends who made your food like that time. If you get someone working that day that sucks, then you might get a bad one. Matto said his delivery app was to just send his kids to go get it. And yeah, I know I got a lot of my regulars here, so you've, many of you have shown support already, and it's not necessary, but I like, it's just part of the job of doing these videos to mention it. This video is monetized, like this channel is monetized, so if you feel like you like what I'm doing or you want to support or help me pay for this expensive burger, you can always send donations in the chat room, and it helps keep this alive, keep me doing videos. And so I don't usually spend like $9 on a meal, but I wanted to show you guys this Big Mac. So it doesn't have to be right now, you can think about it, but just so you know that option's there. You can send super thanks, super chats. Or, I understand, like, my money's tight too right now, but you could just press like. Even the fact you're here watching is good. If you press like, it'll encourage YouTube to like show it to more other people, and then you can get more eyeballs on my stuff. So there's lots of ways you can support aside from sending any money. You can just press like or share it or write a comment or something, even just nice one, send it. Any engagement, it'll make YouTube think, wow, we should show this to maybe some more people, and it helps broaden the reach, you know. Do you like Tim's? Yeah, Tim Hortons. As a Canadian, you have to their coffee sucks, but it's like an institute. It's like that will make me feel more homesick than, like, the plane lands and I see the Toronto airport, I won't even feel anything, and then when I see a Tim Hortons, I'll be like, oh my god, that represents Canada more than the airport, I think. Like a Tim Hortons is like your home. Can't see what you guys are writing. This burger's so good, I could eat it if I was full even. Like, I could eat 2 of them. I'd eat one and it would be enough, and then I would eat another one just because they taste good. Matto said when he had a burger and 2 or 3 beers, it was about $18. Wow. So this burger, fries, and a beer is $9, and then probably every beer after that's probably $1.50 or something I didn't see. Right. He said, but it's a really good burger. So is there anyone in the room here that is in Phnom Penh right now, today and tomorrow? Say something. We got almost 10 people in here. No? No one. Oh, and we got someone from New Zealand. Nice. Arrow Boy. Arrow Boy, are you thinking about being a teacher here? You should look into the same program I took, following my footsteps. Check, like, not in this video because I'm just making this one, so there's nothing written there, but in any of the other videos, look in the description. There's a link to where you could get started to move here. And even if you already have a TEFL, there's a separate program for just job assistants, where you get the opportunity to, they put you in a real classroom and you take over for an hour, and you do that like 8 times for different age groups. So you get to know your preference of what age group worked well with you. Then you observe a bunch of teachers, and then they line you up with job interviews. And then when you go to that interview, you could say, hey, I've already taught 8 times to Cambodian students, like, and this was the age group that worked best for me, and stuff like that. And you get ushered right into a job placement. So someone, leaving everything behind and coming here with wondering how are they going to do it, like, it takes a lot of the stress away if you have a structured thing like that. So you check out the link. When this video's, like, when I finish it, I'll put a link in the description. So if you're watching it later, not live, there will be a link down there. But right this second, there's not a link yet. Lollipop Cop. I don't know if you just joined, but I'm having a Big Mac. There's no McDonald's in Cambodia. And I'm having a Big Mac combo at a place called The Vine. This is all that's left of it. It's nice vibes here. It's like a bar, restaurant, and a hair salon, hair cutting place. And they have on their menu, they have a Big Mac, because there's no McDonald's in Cambodia, so this is the only place you can get one. But it's elevated. Every ingredient is actually like a fresh ingredient, not from a bag of 1,000 buns that have been there for 6 months, like at a McDonald's or something. This is like real ingredients, so it tastes amazing. And they have a deal on Fridays. For $9 you get burger, fries, and a drink. It could be any soda or a beer, Angkor beer. Oh, the flies found me. Yeah, I was asking if anyone's in Phnom Penh tonight or tomorrow night. I play in 3 bands, and 2 of them are playing this weekend. So tonight at Oscars, and then tomorrow at The Deck. Tonight's like a heavy rock band called Ali G and the Keyless. And then tomorrow is more like a fun cover band. We're called the Visa Runners, and that's at The Deck on Saturday, July 1st. And then tonight, the heavy rock thing is June 30th at Oscars. Yeah, does anyone have any questions or? This is a good area to come to right on this short little strip of street right here. I mentioned it earlier, but there's Box Office, there's this place, The Vine, there's a restaurant called Fernando's Piri Piri Chicken. There's a little alley that's called Palace Lane, and it has craft, a place called Planta, and then there's a cocktail bar. There's a few other things here I'm probably leaving out, so if you're ever in the city, this is a great place to come to. Oh my God, Israel, thank you. She says, on behalf of the Tom Trips Out audience, thank you for the videos. We appreciate the time and thought you put into them. Personally, I admire the journey to reaching your goals while following your passions. Wow, that's such a nice message. Israel, thank you. That's a lot too. That really goes a long way. In Canadian, that's like $27. Thank you. You helped pay for this meal. you want to be cool like Israel Mean, you can. It doesn't have to be. She's donated $19.99 almost. She sent $20. You can send like 99 cents or send anything. It really helps you. Even when I have to take tuk-tuks around or get meals or pay for. There's always something, right? It all helps and adds up. From the YouTube ads, I only make like $1.50 a day, so it doesn't amount to anything. So I really depend on you guys. Israel, are you ever planning to come to Phnom Penh, Cambodia? You're such a supporter. You're always here in every video and commenting, and it seems like you're interested. Lollipop Cop says, no McDonald's in Cambodia? That's right, there's no McDonald's. There's other places, Burger King, Carl's Jr. They have their own, like, independent burger places. Burger Moon, Tasty Burger. A lot of places here, too, when they say on their menu, if there's no picture of it and it just says burger, what they really mean is like a fried chicken sandwich. So the word burger, it doesn't mean that it's going to be a beef burger. So it's like probably not going to be a beef burger unless it literally says like beef burger on it. Because I've seen before where it's like, oh, burger for half price, so it's only $1 today, and I get it, and it's not a burger. It's like a chicken sandwich or something. But they just call that a burger. But yeah, no McDonald's. And I said earlier, I think I've heard the reason is because someone very high up, like maybe in the royal family or the prime minister or something, or the prime minister's daughter or the royal, someone that has to do with someone high up, is a big time part owner in Burger King here in Cambodia. So because of that, they don't allow McDonald's in because that's a competition. So they keep McDonald's out so that Burger King will thrive. Yeah, Matto said, and there's also, like in the past, there was no 7-Eleven convenience stores here, and in Thailand, that's a huge thing. Like sometimes people eat all their meals from there too, because they have a section of like ready to go, all kinds of different little things you could take home, or they'll heat it up for you. And here they never had it, and then about 2 years ago, I'd say, the first one came, and now there's like 3 locations in Phnom Penh for 7-Eleven now. I walked by one actually earlier today. Israel says she's been to Cambodia on holiday, and that's how she found my content. Oh, okay, cool. Do you make any content, Israel Mean? Is there anything you want me to plug for you? Like, plug means I can promote it? Promote what you do to all these people? Or now's your chance. You have the floor. You have the spotlight. Type it in and I'll say it. It's not that big of an opportunity, but over the next 2 days, maybe like 400 people will watch it. No? Jonathan, I heard that most Cambodian Buddhists don't eat beef. I'm not sure about that. It's not that popular here because beef, it's always the more expensive one, and then it also sucks. Like, it's chewy and tough usually. Not this. This burger was amazing, but when you go to a Khmer restaurant and get something really local and you have the choice and you decide to go with beef and you eat a piece of beef, it's like you're really chewing on it. It's like leather. Israel says she doesn't make any content, but she consumes content. So I appreciate you. Yeah, I don't know. I bet you a lot of Buddhists are vegetarian completely. I don't know for sure, but I saw a documentary one time where they would go around like a live market where there's live animals that people buy to eat, and these monks would go around and buy animals and then go set them free somewhere. Like, so that strikes me as the kind of people that probably they don't eat meat. Probably I don't know for sure. I don't know. And that thing I saw, they were saying animals are just like people. We want long life, they want long life too. So let them have a life too. Matto says the beef here equals buffalo. It's not that tasty. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You see them in the field too. They look like skeleton cows. Like they've been like worked. They're labor cows. They've been worked their whole life. So they're not like fat, juicy cows. They're like stringy, chewy, muscly buffaloes, I guess you're saying. So a lot of time, if you see a nicer menu and they have good beef, they'll make sure they'll write Australian beef, trying to tell you this beef came from Australia. It's not the muscly buffaloes. Like, so if you see Australian beef, then you know it's going to be proper. It's going to be good. Matto says true beef is expensive. Yeah, it is. You can buy it here. Like butcher shops will have stuff from Australia. You can get cuts of steak and stuff, but yeah, it's really expensive. That's one of the things I miss from Canada is just nice beef. The other thing I miss is shawarma. I haven't found it here. You can find a couple Indian restaurants that say they sell a shawarma, and it's not what I mean. It's like, I want like a big city, like when you're in downtown Toronto and you find a shawarma guy making like the crazy shawarma. It's like, oh, I bet you a lot of big cities have that. New York, Chicago, like, you know, when you go to a big city and in the middle of the night you find either a burrito place or like a shawarma place, that doesn't really happen here. You can get burritos here, but not shawarma. Israel says, how's the tourist crowd currently? It feels constantly the same, but just different people, because people are temporary, right? So there's like a constant baseline of tourists here that are just, the faces are changing, but it's like the same amount of people. And what I've heard is the summer now, a lot of teachers are going to go back home or leave, so when you go out now to shows or to clubs and stuff like that, people are saying you might see less of a turnout starting like this weekend, starting now. Like, we were talking about that for my shows. Like, I have a show tonight and tomorrow night, and there's a little bit of concern that like now everyone's gone back home, so the shows are going to be like half full. But I don't think that's true. I think maybe tomorrow, but not tonight. It'll be ripping, I think. So if you ever think of any questions, you can like comment on this video. I answer all the comments. Instagram, we can message one-on-one. I have a Facebook, I have a TikTok, so find it and get in there. This video will probably get flagged because I can hear licensed music in the background. They're playing like a cover of Savage Garden right now. Got the game on. Yeah, maybe I'm just not seeing it. Bato's saying he's seeing more tourists around in the videos and stuff, but I might just not be at the places where all the tourists are. But I'm right in Basak Lane now, so that's where they all come at nighttime. I bet you if I went during the weekdays, you'd see way more tourists in Basak Lane because they don't have work the next day, they're on vacation. And then on the weekend, it's harder to tell who's a tourist and who lives here. How's the Cambodian economy doing? Saw construction projects ongoing last year. It seems like it's going strong. Constantly moving forward. Everything's being built up. Things are costing more, so like they're developing really fast. That's another thing I don't really know. Like, how would I know that? But it seems like it's really strong. All right, I think I'm going to end it here. I've sort of run out of things to talk about, and it was nice to see you guys. Nice to hang out. If you have any last comment or question, now's your chance. I'm going to wind it down, I think, and end it. Check out AVSE, even if you feel like I'm going to do something else. Like, it's worth just looking at the website. It doesn't cost anything, and then if you have questions or you want someone to explain it to you, if you just reach out to them, they'll do a free webcam call with you and answer everything and like give you advice and explain everything. And then people I've talked to really love that part. So like check out AVSE and, you know, reach out, and they're there to help you. No, thank you, Israel. I really appreciate the donation today. It's really amazing. Thank you so much. All right. And until next time, remember, how you spend your days is the way you spend your life. It's never too late to start tripping out.